Oh, there we go. It looks like it's working now. Do we have sound? So I'm just going to start all that over again. So what I was talking about was the fact that Stampin' Up! Or Celebration and the new mini catalog. There's a mini catalog. There's Celebration. They are awesome. I'm glad that worked. Thank you for letting me know. Like I say, it was working before the video started. I have no idea what happened. But so Celebration and the new mini catalog will go live January 4th, which is Tuesday, which is crazy. But it's also very exciting. So I'm going to have a mini catalog celebration event on Facebook. It's going to kick off at 6 p.m. on Sunday and end at 9 p.m. on Wednesday. I think that's January 5th. So, I would love it if you could join me there. It's just going to be on a Facebook group. The first couple of days I won't be posting tons. It'll just be a little bit. But then on the 4th, when the catalog goes live, thanks Jess. When the catalog goes live, then I will I'll do a live that day, and I'll do a live the next day, and there will be door prizes and fun stuff. And so it's, just when you can, hop on and look at things and comment on things and let me know what you're thinking or if you have any questions. And so no pressure, just fun stuff. Okay, and then also I'm talking about Paper Pumpkin again today because I love it, and this kit from December is too much fun. In fact, it's called Lots of Pun. I went blank for a second. So I'm going to be making a project with it that's not part of the kit. I use the stamps to do something fun. But my next kit class is February 5th. That's a Saturday at 10 a.m. on Zoom. So if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin or purchase any of the kits from Stampin' Up! Through me, then you can join me on Zoom and we'll have a kit class and just have fun putting together our kits. So I'll leave those links in the description. And if you wait until January 4th, then you can do, I think, a 3-month subscription. That way you can try Paper Pumpkin out and see if you like it. And if you do the prepaid, then you also get to pick a celebration item. So that might be something to think about. And you'll have 3 months of stamping with me on Zoom. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around so that I can show you this cool kit. The box is the same as the box always is. And then you can make 3 each of 3 different cards. And these are too funny if you like puns. I love puns. So there's that one. There's this one that says, "Hello, pill better soon." And then the cherries, they say, "I'm sorry." That's the pits. But look at the stamp set, y'all. There are so many sayings, and they're all puns, to go along with the cherry and the banana and the egg and the toast. So this was a great one. I had fun putting together the cards, and then I still wanted more. So, and like with all Stampin' Up! Kits, you get stamps, you get your ink. The first time you get a kit, you get a little block, and then you get any embellishments and adhesive that you need. So, cool deal. And you get the instructions. Oh, and I did want to tell you one thing. So, on the instructions, on the back, there's extra projects. So, like this piece, man, my camera's not focusing. Let me see if I bring it away. So this piece uses one of the envelopes, uses the inside pattern of the envelopes. Let me show you the envelopes. I didn't even think about that. So they all have fun insides as well. And you can cut the edges off of the envelopes if you don't want to use them as an envelope, and then you can use them like designer series paper. So that's always fun. And that's what they did on this extra card here. Okay, so for today's project, this is a note card, and you can buy packs of these note cards with envelopes from Stampin' Up. I think they come 22 a pack, and I think I remember them being $7. I should have looked that up. Sorry about that. But it's a great deal. And what's really fun is we have mini paper pumpkin boxes, and they fit in the mini paper pumpkin box. So, and these are 3.5 by 5 inches. And they can be mailed. So that's the smallest size that you can mail in the U.S. Post Service. So that's cool. All right, so I have a piece of old olive that's cut 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then this is the piece I'm going to be using right now. It's 3 inches by 4.5 inches. And I'm going to grab my Balmy Blue ink pad and a blending brush. And the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm making my own DSP. So I'm using the blending brush. And I'm just going to put a nice layer of Balmy Blue on this piece of cardstock. Takes just a second. Notice I'm always starting off the edge so that I don't have tons of ink just blobbed up. But I still do have more ink on the edges where it catches. I actually like that. If you don't like it, you can always tap off a little bit and then start. But I like having that darker edge. Okay, so now I'm going to get my Tuxedo Black Memento ink and that cherry stamp. And I'm just going to stamp the cherries all over this piece. And I'm going to stamp them in all different directions. Whoa, I almost dropped it. That would have been the pits. I don't know if you caught my humor there. My pun. Maybe I should have done this ahead of time. This is kind of tedious, huh? Watching me just stamp cherries. Okay, one more right on the edge. All right, now I'm going to take my blends. I have Cherry Cobbler, of course, and Old Olive. And I'm just going to really quickly... That was a good one, Lisa. It was pitiful. And go through and color all of these. I'm going to go really quickly. Usually when I do my video, well, 2 out of 3 times when I do videos, I record them ahead of time so that when I'm doing boring things like this, I can speed it up. But I can't do that with the live. Okay, I'm going to color the cherries real quick. And by the way, if you haven't had a chance to color with the blends yet, I love these so much. They color so smoothly and so effortlessly. And they really do blend together well. The rest of this card goes together pretty quickly. Well, there is a tiny little bit of fussy cutting, but not too much. These are really great for just the size of card with the mini paper pumpkin boxes. They're perfect for putting together some quick cards. This one takes a little bit longer than most of the ones I would do for this size. But they're good for putting together quick cards, and then you can fill that box up with them and give them as gifts. So, and I think that this is a wonderful size to slip into just a little gift bag for whatever occasion. And I've made some other ones. I just wanted to show you how to do this particular one. The others really are very simple that I created for this size, just to give you an idea. And the paper pumpkin boxes, the mini paper pumpkin boxes, are also, you can decorate them. And in fact, that's exactly what I did with the box I'll be showing you in a little bit. I decorated it to match this card. So that's always fun too. When you put together a gift, you can make all the cards the same or make them pretty basic and just change the color. And you can make the box match whatever your projects are inside, or you can totally change them all up. Or you can change the color and change the saying so that whoever you're giving the gift to has cards for multiple occasions and not just one. Oh, I didn't stamp that one very well, did I? But that's okay. Some of that will be covered up, I think. A little bit. Okay. So now I have two scrap pieces of cardstock. One is Old Olive and one is Basic White. And they really are just scrap pieces that I grabbed. So that one's 3 by 4 and that one is 3 by 3 3/4. They can be smaller a little bit. They don't have to be that size. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp the cherries again. And then go ahead and color them to match our background piece. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my paper snips. And just cut that out. In a second, I'm going to fussy cut that, but I thought for now, I'll go ahead and get my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm going to use a smooth circle die. This is from Layering Circles, to cut out the basic white cardstock. Well, that was silly. There we go. Then I'm going to use the next size up layered circle. This is scalloped to make the layer. I'm going to cut the Old Olive out with it. And see how, oh, you can't see. See how much space I have left there? This is really too big of a scrap. It's just what I grabbed. I had it handy. There we go. That's all the die cutting that we needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out, oh, you know what? I have one more stamp to do on these cherries. So you get all these little smiley faces and there's one sad face. Depending on which sentiment you're using. So So I'm just going to stamp smiley faces on my cherries. There we go. Now I'll cut them out real quick. So it's too late to purchase this one if you didn't already subscribe to Paper Pumpkin or pre-order it with a 3-month subscription or pre-order. Or you can do 1 month or 6 months or 12 months. So, but the next one you have until January 10th. Sorry about that. You have until January 10th to subscribe in order to get the next Paper Pumpkin box. And it is called Kisses and Hugs. And it has, it has 2 different cards, and you make 5 of each card. And then once the kits have been shipped, I think beginning January 25th, you can purchase an add-on kit if you're a subscriber for the January kit. And the add-on kit has 20 mini treat boxes and then 20, I keep going off screen, 20 coordinating heart tags to match the cards from the kit. So that's pretty cool. Might be doing that. I haven't decided yet. But I thought it would be fun since my kids aren't little and this is my job. I don't often do Valentine treats anymore. Did I say since my kids are little? Since they're not little. They don't typically hand out Valentines. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling in January. All right, so I'm going to get my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Put one on the back of the leaf and one on each cherry. Before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece to the scalloped piece. There we go. Then I'm going to take this, put it a little bit, there we go, where that's hanging off. And then I have this little word bubble. So I'm going to stamp the word bubble. Oh, that was almost a disaster. I almost put my ink pad upside down. Okay, I missed. So pardon my head if it gets in the way. There we go. It's the best thing about these clear stamps is you can always stamp again if you don't get it dark enough the first time. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal. And I'm going to figure out which way's the top. Okay, so I'm going to go from top to bottom. I should have done this before I put the cherries on, but I didn't, and it's okay. So I'm just rubbing the Stampin' Seal on the back. Then I'm going to take, this is I think it's a 9-inch piece of ribbon. Yep, 9-inch piece of ribbon. This is the black and white gingham. I love this ribbon. I was so excited that Stampin' Up! Is keeping this one around for a while. It was in it is in the July to December mini catalog. Okay, so I'm just folding it across the back like that. Then I'm going to take my dimensionals, put a few on the back of this. Now I like dimensionals, so, and I also am using them to hold the ribbon down a little bit in some extra places. So that works. Yep, that's good. Okay, so now let's put it all together. I'm going to start by putting the old olive. There we go. And then the designer series paper that we made that is DIY. So you could do this with pretty much any of the stamps in this kit, as long as you keep the background lighter than whatever you're using to color the stamp, the image. Okay. So it's up to you if you want this one to be up and down or sideways. I'm gonna do it sideways because I want to cover up part of that stamp that I didn't stamp well. So there we go. There's our card. Isn't that cute? And then let me show you the rest of them. So here's the box, all decorated and ready to go. See, it matches the card. And then inside, we've got Celebrate, Go Bananas. And look, he's even got glasses. Isn't that cute? So the only thing that I'm using from the kit for all of these is the stamps. Everything else is stuff that I added on. And then, of course, a banana on the front. And then this one says, "You are cherry sweet." And, of course, cherries on the front of the envelope. A toast to your success. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, no, I didn't stamp inside. And then toast for the front. And for the toast, I used crumb cake blends. And I also used the color lifter for the main part here. So I used a light blend. And then I used the color lifter. And then I stamped the eyes and the mustache over it. And then excited for you. This one was very quick and easy, but it's cute. And I've seen some demonstrators using the egg as a flower. Well, I should say stampers, not just demonstrators. But some people see a flower when they look at the egg instead of an egg. So that works too, but not with the pun. Anyway, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards with envelopes, all packaged up in this cute little box. And I believe there's probably room for one more card. So depending on how many layers you use and how many dimensionals you use for the cards in here, you could probably get at least 4, but probably 6 to 8 cards with envelopes in each of these little boxes. I think this one I could get 6 in pretty easy, but I wouldn't go more than that because of all the layers and the dimensionals that I used. So that's what we're doing today. Let me know if you have any questions about the Facebook group where we're going to be having the new catalog event, or Paper Pumpkin, or any of the other kits. Really anything Stampin' Up! If you have any questions, I'm always here and happy to answer those questions if I can. And the kit class, like I said, it's February 5th at 10 a.m. And the one in March will be March 4th at 7 p.m. That one's on a Friday. The boxes you buy separately. So they're listed in the annual catalog as mini Paper Pumpkin boxes. And they're on page... Oops, I put trap on. Just a second, I'll tell you what page they're on. Just kidding. It went the wrong way. Here we go. Okay, mini paper pumpkin boxes are on page 137. They are $7.50, and you get 10 boxes. And then the note cards with the envelopes that fit inside them, they're on the previous page. They're on page 136, and you get 20 cards with 20 envelopes. They are $7, and you can choose either basic white or very vanilla. Your choice. I use a lot of basic white, but very vanilla is fun too. So either one. But it's a great buy, makes a great gift. So, and the other things that I used on here, let's see, I used the crumb cake blends, the daffodil delight blends, old olive cherry cobbler, and I used a couple of matte black dots, and then the black and white gingham ribbon and cardstock. So, if there's not any other questions, I think that's all I have for tonight, but thanks for joining me. And if you think of any more questions, then you can always send me a message or contact me through Facebook or YouTube. I'm good with that. All right, y'all have a good night and Happy New Year in just 2 days. Happy stamping.